that depict the severity of a dry spell currently being experienced in a number of counties across the country. Marsabit, Kajiado, Samburu and Isiolo are among the worst hit counties.
Lazima tuweze kufuatilia tujue hali vile yako, na mikutano tutaendelea kukutana washikadau ili tuone kwamba wale ambao wamelemewa wanasaidiwa na serikali na hata Red Cross na wale wengine ambao wako tayari kusaidiana na serikali.
And the weatherman has predicted that the situation will be dire in October. A warning of a La Nina happening has been issued, and so pastoralist communities are being advised to dispose of their animals as early as possible in ready markets to save them from losses.
Wakati wanaona ukame umekaribia, jaribu kuuza mifuko na uweke pesa. Wakati inanyesha wanunue. Kwa sababu mifuko tukiweka na tunawapoteza inakuwa tena ni hasara. Wengine wanaweka ng'ombe for prestige. Nafikiri haya ndio mambo ambayo yamepitwa na wakati.
The Ministry of Devolution is mapping out areas affected by the dry spell. Already, there is an increase in cases of cattle rustling in Samburu and Isiolo counties, which is being blamed on the drought.
Counties zile ambazo tumekuwa tukiweka maanani zaidi ni Isiolo na Marsabit, kwa sababu ya uwizi wa mifuko ama uwasama ambao unaletwa wakati mwingine na mambo ambayo haeleweki. Mengine ni kuhusu mambo ya mipaka, na wakati mwingine mipaka ambayo wanazungumzia sio kitu cha ukweli, mengine ni perceptions. Kwa hivyo tumeweza kutatua na tumekuwa na mikutano, na area zile tumeweka focus vile nimesema ni Isiolo, mipaka yetu na Wajir, mpaka na Garissa pamoja na Samburu.
Food security in the ASOL counties is quickly deteriorating. Currently, over 2 million people are already experiencing food insecurity, and numbers are expected to continue rising. Sharon Baranga, TV 47.
Well, away from that, Miharati Primary School in Olmoran, Laikipia County has been touched by bandits. This comes on a day in which there has been heavy shootout as police pursued the attackers. Meanwhile, Tiati Member of Parliament William Kamket and former Laikipia Member of Parliament Matthew Lempurkel were arrested over the ongoing skirmishes, as Micah Gwongo now reports.
Former Laikipia North MP Matthew Lempurkel was arrested at his home in Rongai, Kajiado County over the ongoing clashes in Laikipia before he was arraigned before Milimani Law Court.
The herders have been incited to violence that they should not leave Laikipia. And as a government, we are saying peace must prevail in Laikipia. So we arrested the Member of Parliament to come and answer to the charges of incitement to violence in regard to the ongoing clashes in Laikipia and what has been happening in Baringo.
The prosecution was seeking 14 days to detain him at Kileleshwa Police Station to enable the DCI complete the probe in the matter.
Hajahusika kwa vyovyote, na sababu ya kushikwa kwake ni kwa sababu yeye ni kiongozi ya jamii ndogo ya Pokot. Ini wakati sasa Uhuru Kenyatta anatakikana kuingilia haya maneno ya Laikipia na maneno ya usalama katika taifa hili letu la Kenya, na kutimua Matiang'i, kutimua Karanja Kibicho, kutimua Inspector General Mutiambai, na natembea kwa sababu wao wameshindwa na kazi ya kuimarisha usalama katika taifa hili letu la Kenya na katika sehemu ya bonde la Ufa.
The former lawmaker will however spend the night at the Kileleshwa Police Station before taking plea on Thursday. Tiati Member of Parliament William Kamket was also arrested at his Kositet home in Baringo County after being linked to the ongoing unrest in Laikipia County. Kamket was grilled at Kaptebu Police Station in Nakuru. Rift Valley Regional Coordinator George Natembea has warned traders against going to the areas profiled by the government as dangerous and unsafe.
Area ilikuwa declared kama disturbed na kuna security operation, kuna precautions ambao wanatakana pia kutake kama wananchi. Watu wasikuwe be very very careless. No, wanapata mtu wale askari wanapigana na majangili kule, wanapata mtu anapita na pikipiki anaenda kuuza kuku. You know, otherwise upigwa na stray bullet.
This is after it emerged that a lorry driver and his conductor were on Friday last week reportedly abducted by armed bandits, killed and their lorry burnt down.
Kwa siku ya Friday na ndio hao watu waliweza kupotea hapa na walikuwa wameenda kazi. Kutoka siku hiyo simu haijawaka na wamekuwa mteja kutoka tangu siku hiyo, na kufika saa hii tumepata ripoti kusikia wameuawa pande hiyo ya Olmoran na mili haijafika kwetu. Sasa hata wasasi wao wanafanya nini, wako na machozi mingi.
The family of the two claimed that the bodies are still decomposing at the scene of the incident in Nagum area in Laikipia North.
Wafadhali wafikishe tu mwili yao kama moyo iliondoka. Sasa hiyo tu ndio tungeomba serikali kubwa itusaidie kufikisha hiyo mili hapa.
Natembeya also called on residents in areas where houses have been burnt down and abandoned to keep off until the areas are safe. He, however, said that security personnel were on the ground and maintained peace and sanity will be restored in the troubled region.
So ile hatua tumechukua ni kwamba tumeweka usalama wa kutosha mahali wananchi wanakaa ili wasikuja kuwa harassed na hawa jamaa ambao wanatoka. Pia tumeongeza wala askari wa ziada. Kumekuwa na ile outcry kwamba NPR walisolewa alafu watu wakaathirika.
Truck drivers held demonstrations in Nyahururu town, threatening to block the main roads leading to Baringo and Samburu counties, demanded that security forces bring the bodies of the two to them for burial.
Tunataka tuambie hao watu waliuliwa vile watakuja na wakuje by leo jioni. La sivyo hata sisi tutavuga barabara pande hiyo ya kwenda Ng'arua. Ama kama tutavuga na malori ama kama tutavuga na matairi, lazima hiyo barabara tutafuga.
They also threatened to cut the supply of food and other essential commodities to areas of the county inhabited by pastoralists. Deputy President William Ruto has asked the Inspector General of Police Hilary Mutyampai to decline political assignments and discharge his duty of law enforcement impartially and with diligence.
What is going on in Laikipia is an embarrassment to the security apparatus in Kenya, and they need to up their game. The same enthusiasm they demonstrate elsewhere, they should when they are protecting the lives of ordinary citizens.
He said the ongoing skirmishes in Laikipia has exposed serious lapses in the country's security service. For TV 47, I'm Mike Kagwongo.
That's my prayer to all of us.
Now, away from that, one person has been shot dead and 5 others injured during a raid in Eredida area of Isiolo North. An unknown number of goods were stolen during the late-night attack. Now, the residents want the government to intervene and ensure their security in the area. The angry residents marched to the county commissioner's office to express their grievances. They wanted to be given back their guns, which were withdrawn from police reservists KPR to protect themselves. The Deputy County Commissioner Andrew Mutua said the government has swung into action to stop any further attacks in the area. The 5 injured are nursing the gunshot wounds at the Isiolo Referral Hospital.
Kabisa sisi leo tuko na uchungu ile mbaya, uchungu ile mbaya. Serikali ile zamani inabeba maiti, amerudi kwa ukuta kwa ofisi yao. Gari ya raia ndio kila wakati anatoka hapa anaenda kuchukua maiti ya mtu. Serikali wale ile ingekuwa kubeba haki ya binadamu, amekataa kabisa.
Sana hii security ya Gotv imekuwa too much. Wanaume wanakufa kabisa. Tunashangaa ati tunaambiwa kwamba ile bunduki yenu imeingia siasa. Hii bunduki na siasa inaletana wapi? Sisi tungependa sana serikali iwapatie vijana bunduki.
Kila siku watu wanauawa, kila siku watu wanazikwa. Watu wanakuja kuua watu, kuchukua mali. Zamani Samburu anaiba mali. Lakini siku hizi wameacha hata kuiba mali peke yake. Wakaenda hata kuenda kuua mtu.
Sisi tukiwa hapa kama serikali, sisi ni watu wa Isiolo na sisi ni watu wa serikali, na hatuwezi furahia kama raia amepoteza maisha yake. Na hayo mambo ambayo yametokea, kama saa hizi tukiongea, area ya Gotv, polisi wameelekea huko, hata county police commander ameelekea huko.
Well, now switching gears to matters health, the Ministry of Health has confirmed at the administration of the J&J COVID-19 vaccine to Kenyans beginning tomorrow across all the counties. This comes just a day after the ministry announced the revising and revamping of the country's vaccination strategy to accommodate the issuing of multiple vaccines, even as some counties decry of low uptake of the COVID-19 vaccines. Our health reporter Zaida Mohammed has the details.
With the arrival of multiple vaccines in the country, the Ministry of Health has announced the revising of the vaccination strategy to accommodate emerging trends. From now on, persons working in the tourism and hotelier sector will be prioritized in the second phase of the vaccination exercise in a bid to open up the sector in the coming few months. Further, the age bracket of persons above 58 years has been expanded to persons above 50 years to accommodate the vulnerable group that is now said to be contributing to 3/4 of the COVID-19 death tally. Persons above 18 years with comorbidities have also been added in the vaccination priority group.
We continue to be concerned with the high mortality among the elderly. This is the reason we prioritized the vaccination of persons above 58 years of age. With the improved vaccine supply, I now direct that this bracket be expanded to include all persons above 50 years of age. And in addition, and in line with the deployment plan, I also direct the immediate inclusion of all persons above 18 years old with underlying medical conditions or disabilities.
Elsewhere, a number of counties, including Kiambu County, have recorded low uptake of the COVID-19 vaccines. Speaking in the area, Kiambu Majority Leader Gideon Gashara has encouraged all residents eligible for the vaccines to come out and receive a jab in order to avoid severe disease and hospitalization.
Indeed, I know people are not well informed about the vaccination, and also we also had shortages of the vaccination. But now we are happy to realize that we have received enough vaccination to give to our people. And also we have also continuously educated our people on the importance of receiving this vaccination.
Zainab Mohammed, 247.
Well, still on the same breath, 2 men were arraigned in court today for allegedly administering fake Johnson & Johnson vaccine doses to unsuspecting buyers in August and September, despite the vaccine having not arrived in the country at that particular time. The two posed as medical doctors when officers went to conduct investigations at a hospital in Kasarani. The court has ordered the two to remain in police custody for 5 more days as investigations continue.
You can take us. Your Honor, the respondents were arrested on 7 September 2021. This was following a complaint from members of public who received alleged vaccines which were believed to be or were suspected to be fake. The vaccination took place on the month of August and September, and it was later realized that Johnson & Johnson was not yet in Kenya to be vaccinated.
I take into account that we are in the midst of a pandemic, and Kenyans are being encouraged to take vaccines. So the issue of fake vaccines is a matter that needs to be investigated. And the officer requires that you be held in custody so that investigation can be completed without interference. And I find the application is warranted given the subject that is under consideration or investigation. So I have allowed that you be held for 5 working days.
Well, veteran politician and former chairperson of NGO Council Orie Rogo Mandoli is dead. Mandoli died this afternoon at her home in Riverside, Nairobi. Mandoli made history by becoming the first African woman rally driver to grace the Safari Rally in the 1974 edition. President Uhuru Kenyatta has mourned the fashion icon as a woman of many firsts and a trailblazer who fought tirelessly for women empowerment. Several leaders and Kenyans have also mourned Mandoli. Well, the death of Mandoli can only be described as the end of an era. May her soul rest in peace. Now, switching gears to matters politics, ODM leader Raila Odinga on Wednesday received defectors from Deputy President William Ruto's UDA and other political parties at a reception that was held in Chungwa House in Nairobi. Speaking when he received the delegates, Odinga criticized Ruto for his alleged dishonesty in his hustler narrative, claiming that the Deputy President has crippled government operations before his handshake with President Uhuru Kenyatta.
Munasema kuna wengine mlikuwa na chuki ndani ya mioyo yenu kwa ajili ya mzee huyu, na ni kwa sababu ya jinsi ambavyo mmefunzwa.
2017 we buried over 90 people hapa Nairobi. Watu walikufa kwa sababu ya siasa mbaya. The wisdom of Uhuru Kenyatta and Raila Amolo Odinga was to bring unity and peace in this country. Na kuna wengi ambao hawaelewi hiyo.
Lakini wengine wanakuja tu mademo domo kaya, ambaye haina maana. Yeye mwenyewe anajua anadanganya, na anadanganya tu hivyo na hiyo. Mara nyingine walisema ati sisi ni analog, ati wao ndio digitali, ati kila mtoto atapata laptop katika shule. Hiyo laptop umeona? Imeonekana? Imeonekane? Ati stadium zitajengwa kila mahali, kila county. Hizi stadium mliziona? Ndio sasa Uhuru unajaribu kuyajenga. Manake sasa Uhuru amepata afueni. Nilikuta kama Uhuru alikuwa ameshikwa namna hii ko. Nyoka imetoka. Sasa naweza kupumua.
Now, a section of Jubilee members of Kiambu County Assembly have filed a petition against the nomination of Felicitas Wanjiku Njoroge, who took the oath of office after Yvonne Waweru's resignation earlier this year, leaving the office vacant. The petitioners accused Kiambu County Assembly Speaker of failing to follow the party's nomination list, which had Sarah Wanjiku Thuku next in line. They now want Kiambu's High Court to revoke and degazette the nomination.
Come to petition against the swearing in of Felicitas Njoroge, which was erroneous, and total rape of justice to the rightful person who was supposed to be nominated. It is very clear in elections rules that a party presents a list of nominees on merit.
Ule dada ama mwanadada ambaye alichaguliwa jana Kiambu, yeye hajafanyia wananchi wa Kiambu kazi, and actually hata wakati tulikuwa tunapiga kura ya 2017 kulingana na miaka yake, yeye alikuwa ni mtoto wa shule. Kwa hivyo kama ni kazi ilikuwa inaangaliwa, wenye walipigia Jubilee Dembe mwaka wa 2017, ule msichana jina yake haiwezi patikana pale.
Well, that standoff in Kiambu County takes us to our first commercial break, but we'll be back with more. Do stay with us.
You are watching TV47. Ability is common in everyone. Those abled differently also have immense ability.
Maybe we are not good in both, but we can be good in life.
They reach beyond the limits in their special, different way.
If the society can just be careful in what they call them and how they refer to them, that would at least be better.
They need to be loved. They have feelings. They would like to give love. It's a natural thing.
Catch their story on Beyond the Limit on TV47 every Saturday at 7:30 p.m.
The brain does not exactly know how to differentiate physical pain from the psychological.
Nilikuwa na feel nimefeel hata watoi wangu.
This month, our sisters, mothers and friends share their heartfelt stories of the pain and struggles with Joy Irongo.
We are all about being authentic and sharing our lifetime experiences to speak hope and empower a woman who's probably going through a rough patch.
Join us as we unravel the heartache.
So the doctor told me she has only 2 weeks to live.
Mimi nilikaa tu miezi 2 tu nikiwa na furaha kwa ndoa.
Every Saturday at 8:30 p.m.
Are you looking to buy a home? Or are you looking to build one, yet you don't know where to start? Well, The Realtor is your home of real estate development information, whether you are looking to invest in the city or outside the city. We link you with the experts in the field, be it designing.
We have also a very nice lighting and then gypsum decoration on the top of the ceiling.
Roofing.
When you involve a professional in your construction, there is a difference. Project that has been delivered by a professional person and a project that has not been delivered by a professional person.
Interiors.
What we are trying to go is for a mix of European and Middle Eastern look.
Everything all under one roof. Join us every Tuesday at 7:30 p.m.
Any waste stream in our society can be turned into a revenue stream. Basically, turning lemons to lemonade. It could be a restaurant, animation industry, artistry, or even fitness. Just like the sweet
The home of untold stories.
Welcome back. You're watching TV 47 News tonight. Let's now take a look at some business news. The Kenya National Chamber of Commerce and Industry President Richard Ngatia has called upon the Nandi business community to embrace innovation and diverse businesses so as to sensitize the private sector for consumer market to global as they are ready to support them. The chamber, which has been given loans in Nandi to help sustain businesses, especially during the COVID-19 pandemic, has urged the business community stakeholders who have invented tea from sweet potatoes to be ready for Africa continental free trade.
Also the micro, the Juakali sector, within Boda associations, within Mama Mboga, and all these sectors to see how we can be able to support them. Previously, we have been able to support them with programs, and one of the major programs we have supported this location is with the MasterCard Foundation, where we have been giving out loans as the chamber, and we give loans for 2 months to this Mama Mboga and the informal sector so that they can be able to sustain their businesses, particularly during this time of COVID-19 pandemic. Most importantly is the products that we get from the Nandi County. For example, tea or your coffee. We want to market your products, we want to market your produce across the globe, across the region, for example, and even in the globe. We want to market and prepare ourselves for the African continental free trade area. And therefore we are here to sensitize the private sector that it is time we prepare ourselves to take our products out there and market. We want to move out from a consumer market so that any time